We will have a majority of the pledged delegates. Obviously, we won't have completed the nomination process, but I think it's a important milestone for our campaign.
What have you learned about yourself since that night in Iowa?
I've just been proud of how we've handled this as a family.
She's done really good. She's put up with me much more than I expected.
You know what's going on in Tennessee with the GOP there and their web campaign about taking the remarks that you made earlier about being the first time in your adult life being proud of the U.S.
For the first time in my adult lifetime, I'm really proud of my country.
Boy, I've been proud to be an American since I was a kid.
I'm proud of this country each and every day.
Should you get through this process and you have the general election ahead of you, that this is what you can expect more and more of. Are you prepared for that?
You know, let me just interject on this. The GOP, should I be the nominee, I think can say whatever they want to say about me, my track record. If they think that they're going to try to make Michelle an issue in this campaign, they should be careful because that I find unacceptable. The notion that you start attacking my wife or my family, Michelle is the most honest, the best person I know. She is one of the most caring people I know. She loves this country. And for them to try to distort or to play snippets of her remarks in ways that are unflattering to her, I think is just low class. And I think most of the American people would think that as well. Whoever is in charge of the Tennessee GOP needs to think long and hard about the kind of campaign that they want to run, and I think that's true for everybody, Democrat or Republican.
We're trusting that the American voters are ready to talk about the issues and not talking about the things that have nothing to do with making people's lives better.
But I also think these folks should lay off my wife. All right? Just in case they're watching.
The Washington Post today was talking about how the two campaigns, your campaign and Senator Clinton's campaign, have already begun discussions about merging. Have there been any discussions between the two campaigns about an exit strategy for Senator Clinton?
No. Senator Clinton is running as she has run throughout this process. She's running a vigorous campaign, and we don't anticipate that there will be discussions until the contests are over. But one thing I certainly believe, and I get a sense that Senator Clinton believes as well, is that this party is going to be unified.
Have you talked to Senator Clinton recently?
I spoke to her briefly on the floor right after West Virginia, or right before West Virginia, the day of the West Virginia primary, and congratulated her on running a good campaign.
Nothing about Vice President?
No.
Will you have a voice in the Vice President? You know something that Robert Novak wrote in saying that in discussing Hillary Clinton, that you were like, no way.
Yeah,
did you say anything like that?
Absolutely not. You know, that's one of those sort of, I think that one
folks
of the...
make stuff up.
I
That's
think
one of the interesting lesson that you learned as you're running for president.
Stuff up.
People just make stuff up.
Yeah. Well, first of all, what I think people should understand is that, you know, I think the world of Hillary Clinton, particularly as a woman, having watched her go through a lot of what I might be going through, and doing it with a level of grace and raising a phenomenal daughter, which I have two girls. And I know how hard, just in the little bit of exposure I've had to this, what she's had to deal with and what she's accomplished. So that being said, you know, there's no way that I would say absolutely not to one of the most successful and powerful and groundbreaking women on this planet. What I have said is that I think one of the things that the nominee has earned is the right to pick the vice president that they think will suit them. And to that end, I don't want to have any say in it.
I like how you said people make things up and things that you go like, huh? Let's try and do a little lightning round.
Lightning round is stuff folks have made up.
Okay. Are you a Muslim?
No. Made it up. They made it up. This started back in Iowa. I am a Christian and have never been a Muslim. It's an example of the power of the internet these days. People tend to just believe what they receive. So that one would be false. I believe Jesus Christ died for my sins, and that that has been the faith that we are raising our daughters to believe as well.
The flag pin.
Yes.
You had said before that you didn't need to wear it to prove that you're patriotic.
I did.
You have been wearing it recently.
Right.
Why?
You know, I've had so many supporters, a lot of them veterans, who've been handing me flag pins, saying, Barack, we know how patriotic you are, and do us a favor. We would appreciate if you wore it. Partly just, not because I think they wanted proof of patriotism, but they wanted the issue taken off the table. I'm happy to wear a flag pin. It's something that I'm proud to do.
On the campaign trail this weekend, a rare treat for the candidate, the entire Obama family together. What's it like having your family on the road with you?
I always just am in a great mood when they're around.
And a final lightning round question. Have the girls, Malia and Sasha, have they gotten their dog?
No dog yet.
The deal on dog is a year from now, because what we know about raising a dog is that you have to be pretty stable, right? So you don't drive your dog crazy. So we had a conversation around the dinner table about a month ago, because this came up. When's the dog coming? So we figured a year from now, in the spring, we would be settled one way or another. And we shook on it.
We also have a year to test whether they are sufficiently responsible.
They
to
are
actually,
responsible.
they're responsible
Malia
for a 9 and a 6-year-old. They're responsible, but whether they're going to be responsible,
We're getting a dog.
whether they're going to be
that's
responsible in the middle of winter to go walk that dog.
We're getting a dog.
When it's cold outside, that's
the dog is
question
done.
that we
It's a done
got.
deal.
The dog's a done deal.
Biggs, you guys are getting a dog.
The dog's a done deal. Who's walking the dog? That is what we're concerned about.